Oh, here we go. Moving a little too fast before my camera's ready. All right, we are live there. There we go. Beautiful. All right. Yes, yes. Excellent. Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Blueprints. Continuing on day 69. Nice. All right, so our main goal at this point, I think, we have a couple Sanctum keys we still need to get. And we solved one of the Sanctums, but we still need to solve the others. I'm not sure how to do that yet. Yeah, see, we solved one of them. You can see down here. But we have 7 more of those to go. What kind of rooms do we want to favor today? I want to see. We have all the bedrooms, we have all the hallways. There is a shop that we've never seen. I guess the vestibule is grayed out because we've never been there, maybe? Outer rooms. We have a room here that we haven't found. So maybe we tell it to favor blue rooms? Looks like there's 2 rooms left. We have 1 room here. Oh, wait a minute. Are these? No. Yeah. So we have 1 room here and we have 1 room, 1 shop that we haven't found. And we may have to unlock them. Right? They may not be in the draft pool by default. Let me just check real quick. Okay, still good. All right. I've done the green round a few times. I don't know if we want to favor red rooms. I kind of want to tell it to favor blue rooms. Is that weird? Let's tell it to favor blue rooms today. All right, and let's start with the outside room, as we usually do. I should have picked up the coins first, so that we could toss a coin to our Witcher, but oh well. We'll have to pick that up later. All right, what do we got? Okay, we could do the shrine, which would potentially give us access to the external tool trove, or treasure trove again. The shelter protects us from 3 red rooms, which usually ends up meaning the dark room, the weight room, and the gymnasium. Or we could do the tool shed and get 2 items. It is so hard for me not to take the tool shed every time. Because having 2 items, especially these 2 items, which it almost always is so good. All right. So we're starting with a shovel and a hammer. Wonderful. We could still use the power hammer, so keep an eye out for that stuff. All right, let's pick up some coins. Let's mix it up a little bit and go straight first. We never do that. Oh! Holy moly. I don't want to put the workshop here because I want it to go somewhere that's explicitly not there, even though we should take the workshop, but I don't want to start with the mechanarium because we don't have any gear rooms right now. So that's actually going to be a dead end if we pick it now. So let's start with the conference room. Early conference room is actually kind of an interesting pull. All right, what do we got here? We could do the mail room or the store. Let's do the storeroom. Get ourselves a key. That's going to be a big win. It is a dead end, but that's okay because we're not done yet. Let's take the aquarium. And there's usually a dig spot in here. Couple coins. We got ourselves a broken handle. Broken lever. Just need ourselves a battery. Okay, we could do an office and spread money into the conference room. We could pick a den and get a gem. This would use all our gems. None of these need power. The reading nook will give us a key, but we won't be able to draft out of there. I kind of want to do the office. Is that a terrible choice? Distributed in a number of rooms currently active throughout the estate. Okay, so those are all going to be in the conference room. Whoops. Now, let's see, we do still have this. Please check if any books matching these titles are available for purchase in Reddington. Flight of the Queen, March of the Count, Fall of the Lord, Passing of the Barons, Herrings of the Major. Let's look at our timeline. Can I search this? No? Man. Why is this notes tool so bad? All right, it's fine. I want to see... New clue. The Red Prince. I actually don't have any of those. Can I... Let's see. For the following week, and how much I hate leaving critical plans up to the last minute. Fuse box repair. None of these are really useful in any way, are they? Okay. All right, let's keep moving. I don't have anything to try with this right now. Wait, do we know who this guy is? Hold on. What? What is going on? That was weird. That's this guy, right? Yeah. Count Isaac Gates. Count Isaac Gates. Count March. Wait. March 03. What significant dates happened in March? We have an 0301. We have an 0318 and an 0326. Neither of them seem relevant. We have an 0320. Oh, here's an interesting one. 0318. Herbert Sinclair finalizes his will, which we saw that here, right? That's this one. But this is October 7th. It is possible to connect to other active terminals elsewhere on the estate using RTA, and one offline terminal may be accessed using the Blackbridge protocol. No other terminals are currently connected. Oh, would you like to connect to this terminal using a Blackbridge connection? Oh, that's cool. You may only connect to one offline terminal each day. Yo! Okay. That's awesome. So let's set security level to low. We will set offline mode to unlocked. Right. But then we need to turn the power off, which we haven't done yet. Okay. We did the keycard system already. View estate inventory. 17 coins in the conference room. Service has been temporarily disabled as of November 4th. Okay, that's fine. Okay. That's fine. We can place a special order for something we want to appear in the commissary. I think... the shovel is tempting, but I think I want to do the magnifying glass. Majesty Estate. Nope, that's fine. Oh. Allowance, archived floor plan. Is there anything in here? Directory. Dead end, contraption. The East Wing. Entry. State exhaust. Experiment gems. Is there anything interesting in here that we are not aware of? What about history? No. No. Mechanical network permanent. Power source. Puzzle. Sanctum. Tomorrow, trophy trunk, upgrade. No, okay. All right, I think that's it. Well, that's cool. Ooh, I want a vault so bad. All right, I guess we're taking the study. All right, what do we got going on here? We got the key card. Hey! Okay. Now we should go crank the security level up to high. Oh, we haven't opened this, have we? I think this can be pulled off by Thursday. It's not like 11:07. No. Well, we solved this. I guess we don't need that anymore. I didn't know the bookshop was only draftable from a library. What in the world? Oh, that's in the fridge. Gallery. Steady is the scepter, deadly is the stone, heavy is the crown, ready is the throne. Hmm. Hmm. Great Hall, Secret Garden, Greenhouse, Underground. Hmm. Oh, wait a minute. What about these? That's the patio, I think. That's the boudoir. That's the laundry room. That's one of the bedrooms. And that's the archives. That's what led me to think there was something else in the archives. That's right. All right, let's keep moving. Oh, this is turning out to be a weird one so far. Oh wow. All right, let's do the Chamber of Mirrors. It's kind of an odd take, but we don't get it very often. So let's do that. One thing I did want to do is come back here. Let's log in to here and we can do remote terminal access. Should be able to connect to security. Yep. Okay. And then we want to go into the keycard system and we should set the security level to high now because we have the key card. Yeah. So now, hopefully, as we continue, we'll get some actual keycard doors. Okay, we'll take the workshop here because we got to get around here. So this is going to be a little hairy for a second. All right, what is our letter? Our letter is A, and we just got the power hammer. Now what I wanted to see is if I look at grid puzzles. That's an A. Yeah, okay. So I think this is just going to be this again. Do we go ahead and build the power hammer? I think we do. Excellent. All right. Yeah, we'll take the library. Get a gem. That's nice. Now, this is a new book. This is Drafting Strategy Volume 5. The death of drafting, a fear every architect faces. Every architect has experienced it. You're drafting your house, room by room, and everything is going smoothly. Suddenly you realize there's only a single path available for expansion, and it is imperative you draft a hallway. Or else your design will have no hope of further development. But on the critical draw, the drafting gods offer you nothing but dead ends, rooms with no exit, and even fewer prospects. We've been there. Dead ends are the death of dreams, the death of plans, and the death of expansion. In short, they are the death of your house. But are they genuinely as daunting and menacing as they appear? Perhaps, beneath their morbid exterior, dead ends hold some inherent value. In this volume of drafting strategy, we will delve deeper into the world of the grave than any architect has ever dared to draft, to discover, once and for all, if there is any life beyond the dead end. Draxus. We've met this guy down in the tomb. Draxus. Draxus equals death. No exit strategies. The Architectural Digest Guide to Dead Ends. A dead end is any room that lacks another door by which to exit. It is an understandable instinct to want to avoid these rooms while drafting your house, as they limit your available paths for growth. However, seasoned architects quickly learn that you do not want to completely ignore them. A very common mistake that beginners make is picking the room with the most doors while drafting and ignoring all other factors. But every house needs some dead ends. Each dead end room an architect drafts removes that floor plan from the draft pool. The more dead ends you draft, the less likely you are to draw them later on, when decisions are more critical. That's fair. I don't usually put a lot of stock into getting things out of the draft pool, but that's actually a very fair point. What rooms you get in the beginning are not nearly as important as what rooms you get later on. The key is figuring out a way to draft dead ends without blocking off your house's potential for expansion. Dropping a dead end room on a rank behind you is a great strategy to accomplish this, and helps you pick up some extra resources before continuing to higher ranks. In general, you should be trying to fill up every open slot in your house before moving north. So it says instead of expanding to the left, you should consider expanding up first and then filling in the gap with dead ends. That's clever. As foreboding as a black-bordered floor plan may seem, Tomb stands out as one of the most straightforward strategies centered around dead ends. This floor plan can only be drafted from the grounds and is considered one of the outer rooms. As such, it can be drafted at the very start of the day, allowing architects to know immediately whether their strategy should be focused on dead ends or not. The tomb itself is a vast crypt filled with shadowy alcoves and creepy recesses. The entire space was designed by early Orindian architects to evoke a sense of mystery and intrigue, perfect for those who are appreciative and skeptical of dead-end architecture. The 8 Aegeran angels of that early era that are scattered throughout the tomb's chambers are a memento of times past, and you will certainly be seeing a lot of them when employing a tomb-centered strategy, as you will likely be making several visits here throughout the day. A successful tomb strategy depends on 3 crucial factors: finding shops, amassing enough steps to allow for return trips to the grounds, and drafting as many dead ends as possible. This strategy is perfect for those who love risk and great rewards. Oh, they're giving names to all these. Hold up. Hold the phone. Wait a minute, I have this somewhere. Here. The chimney sweep is Vea? Vea? Oh, I also need to make sure I'm taking my pictures. Hold on. I got the one with death on it. Now let's back up. Back up, back up, back up. Okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Grounds for termination. Tomb isn't the only dead end you'll find on the grounds. There are a total of 8 outer rooms, which are rooms that are draftable outside of the house. These floor plans are unique, not only in where they can be drafted, but also in the fact that they are floor plans that cannot lead to the expansion of further rooms, making them the perfect candidates for dead ends. They are also able to be drafted at the very beginning of the day, which allows architects to plan out their strategy with greater precision and purpose. For example, on a schoolhouse day, architects will prioritize acquiring gems to pay for the extra classroom floor plans. Whereas on a hovel day, they will focus entirely on getting lots of extra steps. Excuse me. Outer rooms of note. Grounds for termination may have been a play on words for the title of this article, but it certainly wasn't a joke to the former groundskeeper Denny Ravane, who made his home while employed on the estate in the humble hovel. The groundskeeper's tool shed is often a great draft choice to find useful items like a shovel or a sledgehammer, which, yes. Even better items can be found in the trading post, that is, if you have something valuable to offer. This shop is frequented by local farmers and hunters who supply the estate with goods in exchange for a few shiny trinkets. Most of the vegetables and fruits obtained from the locals are preserved in the subterranean root cellar. When winter arrives, these stored goods are frequently traded back and providing them with a reliable source of sustenance during the colder months. Even further underground, provisions are also stored in the estate's bomb shelter. The purpose of this, of course, like the root cellar, is preservation. However, in this case, it's the preservation of people rather than food, against fallout, radiation, and red rooms. Oh, here we go! An introduction to the shrine. The last outer room is a floor plan with a function that isn't as straightforward as the others. Just what is a blessing? How much gold do I need to give? How long does it last? The shrine is a space of reverence, a mystical cavern filled with the glow of candlelight, and those that show respect and pay tribute are blessed by unseen forces that guide this world. Blessings are persistent benefits that last several days and are bestowed upon the reverent visitors who have made an offering of gold. The type and duration of blessing can differ depending on the amount of gold given, but the more gold you offer, the longer the blessing will last. Okay, we need to note these down. We have a whole section here somewhere. Shrine blessings. Here we go. So we have... What? No, I don't want to delete this note. What are you doing? Blessing of the Tinkerer. Unknown days. Unknown coins. Whenever you draft a mechanical room, trigger your current experiment. I have not been to the laboratory and had an experiment in forever. And then we have Blessing of the General, which we have. After you draft a red room, gain 5 gems. For each drafted red room, after there are red rooms in 5 different ranks. Okay. Blessing of the Berry Picker. Unknown days, unknown coins. While drafting, instead of picking a floor plan, you can pick a berry. If you do, draft a random floor plan from your draft pool, disregarding rarity. Interesting. So in other words, allows drafting a random room, ignoring rarity. This one is trigger the current experiment when drafting a mechanical room. Okay. And then we have Blessing of the Monk, which I am very happy with. Okay, Blessing of the Chef. Blessing of the Dancer. And then we have Blessing of the Gardener. Unknown days, unknown coins. Add 8 courtyards to the draft pool. That's crazy. Okay. And Blessing of the High Roller. Each time you draft a shop, gain an ivory die. Gain 10 gold whenever you roll an ivory die. Ooh. Gain 1 die when drafting a shop. Gain 10 coins when using a die. Okay. Doesn't tell you about the curse. Interesting. All right, let me just real quick check in on the streams. How we doing? Good on YouTube. Looks like we're good on Twitch. Very good. Just wanted to check. All right. Top 5 dead ends. If Toolshed is good, then Attic is really good. Even at a steep gem cost, this room cannot be passed up. It always pays for itself and more. Study is likely the most powerful room for the experienced architect who no longer has difficulty accumulating gems or solving chess portmanteaus. Hold on. I want to check. What's a portmanteau? That's like where it's like... What? No, try again. A word or part of a word made by combining the spelling and meanings of 2 or more word or words. Such as smog from smoke and fog. Oh, really? Oh, really? We might have to go back there. The coat check. More than any other room, coat check allows architects to center their strategies on a specific item of their choice. I suppose, but it's rare enough that that doesn't actually help that much. The risk may scare off some, but to those who see their steps as an expendable resource and throw caution to the wind, Hovel is an unbeatable drafting force. Right, because that lets you use steps instead of gems to draw rooms. Secret passage. Unsurprisingly, this room is actually categorized as a dead end, allowing architects to utilize it in both dead end and color specific strategies. Oh ho! What have we here? Mail-in sweepstakes. Dead End Contest. On January 20th, 1989, Taro Martis shocked the world of architecture by drafting 19 dead ends in one day. Can you beat his record? Draft 20 or more dead ends in a single day, and you could win 200 gold and the trophy of sweepstakes. Would love to have the magnifying glass right about now. We might have to come back for that. I could probably make it out like if I tried real hard, but oh, I need to make sure I'm taking my pictures. Hold on. Up to the top. Where are we at? Okay. Nope, we're a bit behind. We did that one. We did that one. Okay, last page. Word from the editor. As we conclude this haunting October edition of Drafting Strategy, we trust that you have unearthed the darker side of architectural design and found inspiration in the morbid realm of death and dead-end rooms. From the despair of a drafted lavatory to the chilling allure of the tomb, we believe that even the most eerie aspects of our world can spark creative brilliance in the architect's mind. As you venture forth into the shadows, remember that there is a certain beauty in the unknown and the macabre. Embrace the challenge of designing spaces that both captivate and unsettle, that provoke contemplation of our own mortality and the secrets that lie beyond. Okay. So this is the October issue. Is this in our timeline? Do we have... No, not if there's not a published date. No. Okay. All right. Well, there was definitely some interesting things in there, and it makes me kind of rethink how I might want to try to treat dead ends going forward. Ugh. Those are all terrible choices. We need something that goes straight. Then it is. Okay. All right, let's keep moving. I only have one gem. I would like the drafting studio, but that's not going to happen right now. So, let's take the observatory. And see what we got. Apples are extra delicious. 5 gems. Excellent. And a key. Beautiful. That was absolutely the right choice. Machinarium. I would like to try and get this to have 8 doors, but I don't think we have enough gear rooms yet. We have 2. We could do the classroom or the pool. Let's take the classroom. Get a free apple, and apples are extra delicious today. Very nice. Do I have pictures here? of all this stuff? No, those are the new pictures I took. Do I have notes? Book, note. No. Okay, that's fine. I haven't created my own answer sheets yet. But we've already looked at these before. Let's go ahead and take pictures of these anyway so that I have them. There we go. Okay. All right. Ooh. Interesting. Let's take the gallery. What's the secret? $1954. Artist Christopher Manson was born. All of these are Christopher Manson. Interesting. Thick. K, reflection. Five letters. And it's not just thick, right? I don't think thick works because I don't think we have all the letters we need for it. We actually do. This one's 6 letters. We know all these things are red, right? The stop sign, the wagon, the rose, the apple, the fire hydrant. Seven. Actual objective. Goal. Very. Huh? What is that? Okay, let's head out in here and we can pick up a couple things from the ground. Got a nail and coin. And Another coin. Very nice. Okay. Door is locked. Let's do that. I kind of want to leave Dovecote in the draft pool so that we can potentially draw it again somewhere else. Now, this one would ideally be a dead end. The Hall of Mirrors! Oh! Yes. I forgot about the Hall of Mirrors. Okay, so this one's going to be a D. We're 4 up from the bottom. Yeah, I'm pretty convinced it's just revealing the same letters over again. Now, there's nothing new here, right? No. Okay. That means I should be able to get 2 machinariums, right? I think. Let's take the dining room here. That'll give me a couple doors to work with. I can get my lunchbox, which will give us an extra 10 steps, which is very nice. Let's draw. Kennel will take us straight through. The laboratory is a gear room. Let's do the kennel. Hello, puppers. Nice. Such good boys. Hello, good boy. Hello. Alright, now this one should be a dead end. We can absolutely put a clock tower here. This is an excellent place for a clock tower. Oh, and let's keep in mind, we have a power hammer. Right? Yeah. So whenever I see something like this, I get suspicious. All right, what do we got here? We got a couple coins. Sacred, we've seen that before. Swan. Do I have a picture of this? I have so many pictures and I never look at them, so I'm not sure how helpful it is at this point, but I don't. But this is probably a Sanctum clue, huh? Well, and it's particularly interesting because we know there's supposed to be a Sanctum key up here, isn't there? The third is high up among all the clocks. Yeah, there's supposed to be a Sanctum key here somewhere. Is it here and I just don't see it? Wait. third is high up among all the clocks. I mean, I'm here. That's 12. So what, like 7-ish? Wait, what time is it? It's almost 3:30. Very suspicious. I think I should make sure I'm back here around 7. Okay, let's keep going. I don't have the gems for the trophy room. I could do the dove coat, I guess. I could also redraw, but then I'll be out of gems. Let's do it. Then's the only option. Okay. Oh yeah, look at that. 3:35. Okay. Let's keep going this way. What happens if we do a second conference room? How many gear rooms do I have right now? 1, 2, 3, 4. How weird. All right. Can't take the music room, so we either put the freezer or the reading nook. The freezer is a dead end. The reading nook will give us one more room. And then this whole area is blocked off. All right, we'll take this. It'll give us a key. And the freezer's not really that useful unless we can also get a nearby furnace, so. This is a perfect place for a breaker box. Let's turn that off and that on. I should leave the keycard system on. I guess it doesn't matter whether the keycard system is on or off. That just means we don't need the keycard, which we have, so. Oh, I would love to do an attic, but looks like we're going to do a reading nook here. A little worried. Shoot. I think that's it. I think we're tapped. Can't do the drafting studio, so I can either do the wine cellar or the library. The wine cellar will give me 3 gems, but then I'll have nowhere to use them. So I might as well do the library, which should give us the choice. Pick another book. Do we pick the... I think we pick a new clue is the one I want. There's also the Curse of Blackbridge. Let's do a new clue next. All right, that's it. We're tapped. Unfortunately. Well, there's a couple things we can still do, though. Not a lot, but some. I want to head back. Let's head back to the conference room. And pick up all the cash. If for no reason other than it makes me feel better about having not left things lying around the house. Okay. And then I want to go to the clock tower. So we have a couple rooms we can mess with. The clock tower, I want to be there at 7 to see if there's any relevance to it lining up with the hands on the floor. We can also go to the study and look at the chess portmanteau thing. And we can go to the gallery and see if we can figure that out. Yeah, let's head to the study first, which is through here. We can also do the office. That's right. Chess portmanteau. D8. Date? Date? Queen. Where's my timeline? Queen. Queen, queen, queen. The Black Queen. Chess portmanteaus. It's got to be date, right? It's got to be D8 is date. "44 letters in the message. Face and ace." D8. Maybe the current date. 0114. Do we know what the current date is? We have a picture. It's in the current book. The book we just picked up today. January 14th, 94. January 14th. The office. The study. Is likely the most powerful room for the experienced architect who no longer has difficulty accumulating gems or solving chess portmanteaus. Drafting. Draft 8? D8? What am I missing? Oh, 120? No. Black Queen. Black Queen. Black Queen. That's kind of sus, isn't it? Picture frame with no picture in it? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, what time is it? 5:05-ish? March of the Count. March of the Count. March is 03. Of the Count. Oh, 331? No. Man, I wish I had just a little bit. Just a little bit more to go on. 1979. Marion Marigold and Daniel Jones. $1973. Nope. I don't know. I don't know. All right. All right. Let's work our way back around. Okay, here's the den. How are we doing on time? 6, so it's 5, almost 5:40. There's a clock tower. Clock tower's this way. This way. Yeah, so this is going to be at like, it's going to match around 7 o'clock. You're sure I can't smash any of these, huh? Sacred I see a swan, ashen like sands of the shore, carried by westerly winds. Rogue like the moon of the north, eastward I see a crow, dark are the days coming forth. Sacred. Southward I see a swan, carried by westwardly winds. Moon of the north, crow to the east. I wonder if there's a room that looks like that. Or Westwardly winds. Like the moon of the north. Don't know. I feel like I'm right on the tip of something, but I can't quite put my finger on it. All right, we're into 6 o'clock now. Yeah, so once we move to 7, I'm curious if we're going to see something else happen down here. There isn't something here, is there? Doesn't seem like it. Hello, pupper. Hmm. Is there any reason for me to go down to the foundation? Excuse me. I'm yawning all over the place all of a sudden. So if we went down to the foundation, what would that get us? That would get us... I'm just kind of running out the clock, waiting for this to be 7. We're almost at 6:30 here. And then we'll see if anything shows up in the clock tower room. So if we went down to the foundation, that gives us access to the sanctums. Not that I think I necessarily have an answer for any of those, although I might. I'd have to cross-reference my books, but I could maybe put one together here. How we doing? It is, what am I reading? 6:40? 6:40. Getting close to 7. And 7 is notable for anyone who hasn't noticed, because that clock on the ground there is 7. If we assume that this is 12, which we would assume because it's pointing north, then that means this is 7 o'clock. Although, notably, this is different, isn't it? This shows 1:30. I don't really want to wait for it to go all the way around. So we'll see if anything shows up at 7 o'clock, and if not, then we'll just move on. There are so many things now that I'm like, I feel like I'm right on the cusp of solving. Like, I have all the pieces, but I just can't quite get them to fit together. And I'm not sure what to do about that. I don't know. Where is the glue that I'm missing? Was this always so white? Hmm. I'm not sure what I'm really expecting to happen. I don't know if I'm expecting the floor to rise up or maybe another door to open there. There it is. Well. No such luck. That's disappointing. All right, well, I guess we'll call it then. Shoot. Shoot. We were off to such a good start. But we did get a new book, or got it recorded. We've read it now. And I do have a new strategy for dealing with dead-end rooms, which is cool. So let's give one more round. Day 70. All right, step 1, pick up my coins. Step 2, we're going to go trigger the outer room. Toss coin. Okay. These are all really good. Let's do the tomb. There's no reason for me to go down there right now. I don't think. But we're gonna try this new strategy. We're gonna try to build this out to facilitate dead-end rooms. Let's start with a conference room here. I kind of like that plan. We did this before, and it worked pretty well. All right, and now we're going to go this way. We'll take the foyer here. Okay. Chapel would be a fine choice. Oh, the altar is down now. Interesting. That's very interesting. Okay, so this would be a great place for a dead end. Yes! Empty closet. Yo! Excellent. Metal detector and lucky rabbit's foot. And a key and a gem. That was wonderful. All right, let's head back. Huh? Oh, hello. And then I would love a dead end here. This would freeze my gems. And prevent me from taking any other gem-based rooms. I don't think I want that. Let's do a commissary here. We can buy the magnifying glass. Excellent. We can buy the sledgehammer. Excellent. You know what? Let's just buy all of it. These are all excellent things. Beautiful. Love it. Chef's kiss. Okay. Now, I would like a dead end here. Yeah. Yeah. Let's do a Geist bedroom. I'm here for it. We got an extra 4 die. Beautiful. Okay. Okay, now we're gonna go this way. A workshop is perfectly good here. Okay, we got a broken handle, which we can't quite combine with our sledgehammer. Let's hold off on that. That was interesting, though. Okay. The burning glass. Light fuses and wicks. I don't know that we have identified anything that needs that for a very long time. Okay. No, I need something that turns... I would like a T-junction of some kind. East Wing Hall, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. And then let's put a dead end room here. What do we get? I would love an attic, but we don't have the gems for it. What else have you got for me? Storeroom. Love it. Okay. All right. Let's take the den, I think. We could use the gem. And what do we got in the chest? A whole bunch of keys. Love it. Okay. Let me go up again. Sure. We don't need to go in there yet, but now if we draft other green rooms, gems will spawn there, which will be really good for us. Yeah, we can do a reading nook. That's fine. Okay. We'll take the library. Okay, this gives us a new clue. Sundial Publishing, 1988. Okay, let's get that in our timeline. $1988. Sundial Publishing. A new clue. A New Clue by Marion Marigold is published by Sundial Publishing. Didn't we have something here about a new clue already? Here. Interesting. Okay. All he needed was to find a new clue. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. If he knew what to do, he'd likely tell you, for you are looking for a new clue too. I have never felt more seen in my life. Anything? No, it doesn't look like it. About the hat? No. Okay. He had retraced his sketches and studied the files, reviewed all his cases and gone through the piles of the evidence present and precedents evident, and retraced his steps as it stretched on for miles. Once again, this book has been written about me. All right, what do we got here? Dead cases. Lavatory, closet, attic, furnace, and solarium. Corner cases. Parlor, patio, nook, office, library, and pantry. What have we here? Suspect list. Rose Bally, age 50. Richard Scott, age 12. Frond Mayford, age 32. Sandra Dillon, age 14. Bo Lee, age 16. Charles Riskel, age 12. Christoph Clark, age 25. Huh. Depart. Okay. go. He had looked high and low in all of the rooms. He had searched every corner in each of the tombs. In this particular case, he had checked every space. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. Keep left. I am digging this guy's jacket. This is all a tomb. White Rook. He looked and he looked, under beds and in nooks. He questioned the maids, he questioned the cooks. It was already over when he spoke to the chauffeur, who told him new clues were found only in books. Oh, really? I don't trust him none. He's a shifty fellow. So tome after tome that the library loaned, and the books that he had that he already owned, were searched from their covers all the way through. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. Hmm. 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 Draft the sixes. Draft the sixes? He changed all the letters in the lines that he found. He checked all the colors of the spines that were bound. He doubled the meaning of each seasonal greeting and found that the diction of each word was sound. Mary, Mary, Gates, Gates, dead end. Right, right. Lore equals word, jor equals name, draft the sixes, shifted extras, the fixed. I have no idea what he's doing. But me and him, this guy, like, if this is not about me directly, we are kindred souls here. I feel this man. If there's anything hiding in the... Dead end. I see you. I see you, House. I know what you're doing. Wait. Wait! What is that? What is that? Hmm. He stayed up all night and studied the maps. He laid out the floor plans and measured the gaps. And if his directory was considered a trajectory, it was nothing short of a full mental lapse. Record. Record? Record. A man obsessed, and cuckoo too, they would say as he would wander through. The best medicine is not yet evidence. He found a new clue. He'd know what to do. Why do I feel like this book is taunting me now? And having read this book so many times, having scoured over each of its cryptic lines, have you exhausted your search? Have you seen all the signs? I have seen a lot of signs. There have been a lot of road signs. The White King. Seen all the signs? Dead end, major key. What? 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 Oh no. Assume page count starts on title pages. X, Y, Z, A, B, C. Oh, now I'm worried. The Metro. Or is there perhaps something new? Something overlooked but now in view? Have you finally found it? Could it really be true? If it's a new clue, you know what to do. The suspect is minor. The suspect is major. The suspect is minor. The suspect is a key. My brain! It's hurting so bad. That's it. That's the whole book. Wait. I don't like this book. This is a mean book. Okay, so we have Route 8. So hold on. The mean book. Assume the pages start at the title. 1, 2, 3. Page 3, Route 8. Page 4 has depart. Page 5 has keep left. Page 6 has left to Tanner Fork. Page 7 has right. Page 8 has dead end. Page 9 has record. Page 10 has each. Page 11 has stop. Record each stop on the way. What? What? What is happening? There's something. I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. Route 8. Depart. The metro map. Wait! Wait! Where's my pictures? The subway map. There's a subway map. I know I took a picture of it. I must have. No, I don't think we need that anymore. Royal Station, Platform 8. No. No. That's the underground map. I knew I took a picture of this. Castle. Not that. No, these are new pictures. It must be in a book. It must be in one of the books we've read. History of our India, maybe? Not that one. No, it's not going to be in drafting strategies. I'll check them just to make sure, but I don't think it's going to be in those. Okay. Red letters. No. Passport. No. Music pages. We solved that. The red prints. No. That's interesting. I'm not sure we've done much with that. But no. Here, maps. Underground map. Royal Museum. Train metro. Here we go. Get bigger. Bigger. Train metro. Here we go. Route 8. 8? You are here. Oh. Wait. Wait. Mean book. Route 8. Depart. Keep left. Depart. Keep left. Tanner Fork is 10. Left. Depart. Keep left. Left to Tanner Fork. Right. Dead end. Depart. Keep left. Left to Tanner Fork. 7, 3, 10. Right. Dead end. 7, 3, 10, 1, 13. Wait. 7, 3, 10, 1, 13. Okay. What the heck is that? Seven, 3, 10, 1, 13. Seven, 3, 10, 1, 13. Major. Major stops. Major keys. Wait. Wait. Major. Jor means. Wait, it said this. Jor is name. Name. My name. Mary. Gates. Draft the sixes. Shifted extras. The fixed stars. Wait. The fixed stars. The pages. 7. Page 7. The farmer's apple. Farmer's apple. Number 3. Fixed stars. Number 3 is the slice. Number 10. 8, 9. What? What? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Traxxas. Oh, my head. Five. The fixed stars. Dead end. Major key. XYZ, ABC. Page A, word X. A, What does it mean? What does it mean? XYZ ABC. XYZ ABC 8. XYZ ABC. No, this is not right. XYZ ABC 873 10 113. Page A, word X. Page A, word X. Page C, word A. Page B, word Y. Page Z, word X. Uh, 10-8. 13-10. 1-7. 3-8. I think. Okay, page, and word in the fixed stars. Hold on. So what is page 10, word 8 in the fixed stars? Page 10, word 8. Assume the page numbers start at the cover. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are not 8 words on that page. But there are 8 words on this page. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are. Are. Page 13. So this is page 10. 11, 12, 13. Still doesn't work. No, this isn't right. Changed all the letters and the lines that he found. He checked all the colors of the spines that were bound. Checked all the colors of the spines that were bound. Checked all the colors of the spines that were bound. Books he had that he already owned were searched from their covers all the way through. Wait. He looked and he looked. Under beds, bedrooms, and in nooks, the reading nook. He questioned the maids, he questioned the cooks. In this particular case, he had checked every space. Keep left. Tender cipher. Draft the sixes. Shifted extras. The fixed stars. Word. He stayed up all night and studied the maps. He laid out the floor plans and measured the gaps. And obsessed cuckoo to this. Have you seen all the signs? Have you seen all the signs? Wait. Wait, I've seen that picture. Ah. Dead end. Major key. It hurts. The suspect is a key. Is a key. Is there something new? Something overlooked, but now in view? The suspect is minor. Have you finally found it? Could it really be true? Ah, my brain hurts so bad. Okay. Okay. We are going to move along. Oh, oh, that is a mean, mean book. Huh? Okay. Okay. Ugh. Ugh. I'm all flustered now. Okay, let's go this way. Mechanarium. That would not be a good choice right now. Hallway is okay. Let's redraw. Solarium. Excellent choice. I don't have the shovel. Curses. Ooh, thank you. I will gladly take that. Okay. Oh, we did a green room, so there should be a couple gems in here for us. Very nice. No, I already got it. Okay. Uh... Ooh, look at all them coins. Okay. And we can go this way and go through the chapel. These are all terrible choices because they're going to get me stuck. Man. Wait. Do I have the key card this run? No, that was the previous run. Shoot. Never mind. All right, what do we got? We got 8. We have 14 and 10 is 24 is 42. Minus 20 is 22. Divided by 11 is 2. Okay, and then we have 1 plus 2 is 3. Times 7 is 21. Minus 5 is 16. Inverted is 61. Minus 10 is 51. Inverted is 15. Eight plus 7 is 15. Inverted is 51. Plus 10 is 61. Inverted is 16. Whew. Doesn't really matter, does it? Holy crap. I think that just single-handedly let us continue. Because now I can go in through the mine shaft here and I can take the foundation up and I have the keycard so I can call the elevator down. The elevator call button is locked by electronic keycard. Yeah. Yeah, I have the keycard. Yeah, I know. I don't understand. I have the key card. Am I missing something? Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Let's... I do not have the power hammer, right? No. If I had the battery, I could make the power hammer, but... Okay, let's go to the tomb. And see where the back of the tomb comes out. It's been quite a while since I've been that way. These aren't lit. I think that opened that cubby, though. Huh? Wonder if I had the burning glass, if I could light any of these. I can make the burning glass. Maybe I'll try that. But there's two things I want to do first. Forget Oldian Inn. Right, the diary key. I forgot all about that. You're Lady Epson. But that's not what I was looking for, actually. This is what I was looking for. Make sure I've got that. Yeah. There was... Thought there was another envelope down here somewhere. Some back there. Is it in here? No. Okay. Let me go back here. I haven't been back here in forever. Draxus. Seven. 3, 2. Right, we've solved that already. I'm on the other side. Right. Right. That's right. Castle. Why are the pieces blue? Well, this is what lets us choose our banner, which I don't think we actually triggered today. All right. All right. I think that's it. I think we're gonna call this one. There's nowhere else I can go. Oh, that book is mean. It hurt my head so bad. It made me question everything. I mean, that's what this game does. It always has, but all right, I gotta find a better solution for notes though. This Steam note editor is just not working for me. So I don't know how I can make that work with OBS, but we'll figure it out. So anyway, we are a fair bit over time, and I got started a little late, so we are going to call this one here. My friends, thank you so much for watching along, playing along with me. Hope you've enjoyed this. The Red Crown. Oh, it boggles my brain how many secrets remain in this game. We will discover them, but not tonight. Hope you have a very wonderful evening, my friends, and I will see you next time.